And the pre-ban will be Tianlang Ragdoll. 2 strongest LD unit for RTA out of the way. First pick for MONKEYGOD. Let's see if he's gonna go for the Oliver Mouse Raccoon this time once again. First pick Oliver. Nephthys for SHERBETA. Love to see some Nephthys action for some setup into big damage. But what is gonna be the second unit? Oh, breaking up the combo, stealing Raccoon, and Raccoon can be a potential counter for Nephthys as well, because Raccoon can cleanse a lot of debuff with some good old violent proc. But MONKEYGOD no longer can pick up the Oliver Mouse Raccoon, so to fulfill the Water and the Fire quota, he's gonna go for Shizuka and Tessarion this time. Shizuka is gonna utilize all the debuff that Nephthys can bring out, and Tessarion to lock down the enemy passive, potentially the Raccoon. Will SHERBETA go for something like a Robo or a Water Ryu picked up? No, it's gonna be the Chiwu for SHERBETA for the strip, and maybe another follow-up, potentially the Changpeng. Or is he gonna go for something water this time? It's gonna be the Changpeng second pick for SHERBETA for the strip and the follow-up. So MONKEYGOD, no water unit yet, might be a Duckless game, but Nephthys with so much debuff can be quite a counter for Duckless last pick here. So I think he's still got the Juno Veramos for his last 2 pick. If he want to counter the Nephthys entirely, what is he gonna go for? It's gonna be Tetra and Veramos, not Juno this time. Tetra for some extra healing. And the last pick for SHERBETA will be my favorite unit in the game, Leona. My favorite unit to talk a lot of bad things about. The last pick's gonna be Leona. There are defense break on MONKEYGOD. 2 units that can defense break actually, so I'm not sure if that Leona is gonna be a great pick here. But that's gonna be the last pick for SHERBETA. And what is going to be the ban is probably going to be the Tessarion ban here, but with the Veramos Tetra on the field, this Nephthys is going to have a lot of problem, and the ban will be on the Leona for MONKEYGOD. He will have the Tetra to counter the Nephthys, but that Changpeng attack pushback can be a problem. First one belongs to the Chiwu here with the strip pushback. Will he go for it? He's definitely going to go for it. Strip of fact. Oh, he missed the Oliver, but that would not be a problem. Unless the Tetra could not strip the Changpeng. If that Tetra stripped the Changpeng, that could have been a big problem for MONKEYGOD. He's going to get the skill of the Raccoon. No more boosting for Raccoon, but that is not the main problem here. The main problem will be the Changpeng and the Nephthys. The Changpeng, unfortunately, will have to go first before the Nephthys thanks to the speed tuning. So there'll be no big damage into pushback, but the defense break will land on the enemy. Remember, a quick violent or 2 from the Shizuka, and SHERBETA will be the one tasting the power of the Nephthys this time. Damage on the enemy team. SHERBETA is trying to do everything he can to do the most damage in this short period of time where the Tetra is not moving just yet. Raccoon get a violent proc for the push into the Chiwu. No, gonna push himself to cleanse the Oblivion and provide some extra healing. Tetra getting 1 turn, cleansing the Tessarion, clean of debuff this time, and Oliver is almost clean as well. No violent proc, and the Shizuka will get the violent proc, and her skill 3 is available next turn together with the Oblivion coming out from the Tessarion as well, which means SHERBETA is in a lot of trouble if he can't shut down the Shizuka. Nephthys getting a turn, but no more AoE skill. Gonna go for the skill 1 on the Tessarion, putting the attack break to lock down his damage a little bit. Defense break coming out from the Changpeng, but no proper follow-up to deal any real damage. Oblivion once again will land on the Raccoon coming out from Tessarion. Big damage on the Tetra, but that will only boost Tetra attack bar thanks to the Nemesis rune, and that will heal the team and also lower the debuff turn. Oliver having the skill 3 available, and he's gonna go for the Nephthys, get the critical hit despite the glancing on his face, and Shizuka would now borrow everything coming out from the Nephthys and put it on the team of SHERBETA. And with a speed buff, that Tessarion is about to hurt really, really bad on the enemy team. And the first one to go will be Raccoon, 24,000 damage from Tessarion. And the next one to feel the heat will be the Nephthys, still suffering from the debuff that she put on the enemy earlier. Shizuka getting a violent proc here, doing some damage on the Nephthys, but here is the big damage coming off the Oliver, pushing the Nephthys attack bar down once again. Thessarian destroying the Nephthys as well. SHERBETA in a blink of an eye went from 4v4 to 2v4. And right now, Tetra is more than enough to keep the team alive, protecting the Thessarian, allowing him to do even more damage on this Changpeng. And there's nothing that SHERBETA can do to stop MONKEYG. Unfortunately, the Chiwu Changpeng duo just have nothing to control this Thessarian. And every turn this Oliver attack, SHERBETA is suffering from so much attack bar control, and Thessarian once again will claim the enemy Changpeng. And GG, MONKEYGOD take the first game. Round 2 between MONKEYG and SHERBETA is about to start. Will SHERBETA learn from his mistake in the first game and picked up some strong follow-up for his Nephthys? Because it doesn't matter how strong your Nephthys is. If there's no follow-up, you can't kill the enemy. Round 2 between MONKEYG and SHERBETA. What's going to be the pre-ban this time? Will it be the Nephthys? It will be the Nephthys Thessarian pre-ban for these two players. First pick for SHERBETA. Without his favorite speed lead, will he pick up the strongest speed lead this time? Or will he go for something entirely different to surprise us? Nope, it's going to be the Oliver first pick for SHERBETA. MONKEYGOD, will he pick up the Chiwu and go aggressive? Or will he go for Vanessa Cigar like the classic counter? He also have the Jeremiah segment. And that's going to be the segment first pick for MONKEYG. And that's going to be Jeremiah's segment for MONKEYG. Will SHERBETA go for the good old classic Mouse Raccoon? Or will he go for something different this time to deal with the segment Jeremiah? Would be something that doesn't rely on cooldown like a Juno. Or oh, that's going to be a Juno getting picked up by SHERBETA to potentially block the Shizuka coming out from MONKEYG as well. And he might need a healer, maybe a Praha too. But it's going to be a Riley for SHERBETA, potentially leading into the Fire Monkey last pick here. So Monkey, what are you going to do this time? Will you go, oh, if you don't take Mouse Raccoon, it's going to be my Mouse Raccoon. Will SHERBETA pick up a Leo here because it seems like it's going to be a great pick into this, but it's going to be a Tian Lang for SHERBETA to deal with all the attack bar gain from Mouse Raccoon. And last pick will be the Julian as well because there's no more Thessarian on the field to deal with a Julian. So that's going to be an incredible last pick coming out from SHERBETA, and that pairs perfectly well with the Riley in the mid pick. So MONKEYG saying there's no more Thessarian to deal with these passive. Will he pick up a Hernie this time to deal with all these passive? That's going to be a Rocky getting picked up by MONKEYG to deal with the Julian. So that might be a false ban. That's going to be a false ban on Rocky. And the Riley getting banned out as well. So no healing attack buff for the Julian. But does he need the healing and the attack buff? Here we go, guys. Oliver will be going from one side, but Mouse Rakuni will be going on the other. And will the LD or the Mouse Rakuni prevail? Big turn one for the Neftis. He can potentially AoE defense break the enemy. And that's going to be the choice. The AoE defense break dropping, but Juno's going to get a free speed buff and getting a turn as well. Big despair stun on the Mouse, locking the turn one damage away from the Mouse, pushing back the attack buff of the Dragon as well. So no reset for the segment. And the Tier Line's going to drop a stun on the segment and block the healing from the Rakuni on the segment as well by doing AoE damage on the enemy. Damage from the Julian is going to stun the Dragon as well. This Mouse getting controlled by the Oliver. Big damage from everyone from SHERBETA. Follow up with a defense break and potentially damage from Julian as well. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out from SHERBETA. Monkey G cannot do anything in its first turn, and now Rakuni finally getting a proper turn, and he will boost the attack bar of the Dragon trying to cleanse, but the Oliver is gonna cut in between and take that attack bar he just boosted away from the Dragon, and the Julian will do a lot of damage on the segment. Segment's going down very, very soon here, but we'll get the skill 3 out before she go. But the skill 3 gonna get resisted on the Oliver, and Oliver still have the skill 2 available here. Will take away the segment with a skill 1, get a violent pro as well, controlling the Dragon once again. The Dragon, even though he can't lose the skill 3 to the Oliver skill 3, but he will lose all the attack bar in his life as well to the violent pro of the Tian Lang. And this might be GG. First turn for the Mouse, but there's nothing that he can do. Julian getting another turn, doing massive damage on this Mouse. And there's just nothing Monkey G can do. He took 2 turns or 3 turns, but all of them were meaningless in the face of SHERBETA. SHERBETA continuing to destroy this Mouse here. Mouse getting a turn, but that only give Tian Lang more attack bar. And GG SHERBETA will take game 2. So much damage from this team. It was unstoppable. Once again, we get to witness the brutal power of Julian, especially when there are no counter pick on the field. One of the strongest LD last pick in RTA right now, because that unit being both uncontrollable and dealing more damage than anything can do in this game in one turn. It's just absolutely crazy. And fun fact, I actually didn't know about Julian's speed scaling in skill 2. It is actually his awakening. So you can build Julian on super speed and he will still do massive damage. And he worked perfectly with Laura. Who would have thought? Round 3 between SHERBETA and Monkey G. What's going to be the pre-ban this time? If SHERBETA want to play with Neftis, might as well pre-ban something crazy. And that's going to be Oliver, not Veramos or Tetra, but Oliver this time. So no Oliver first pick anymore from this draft. And thank you, SHERBETA. But the first pick for Monkey G, what will it be? It's going to be Shizuka first pick for Monkey G. So SHERBETA, were you locked in some sort of full reset? Oh my god, that is a Tomoe first pick. The battle of the sister in this round. Or, no, it's going to be a full reset unit. Segment getting first pick by SHERBETA and potentially the Neftis as well. No, it's going to be the Praha getting first pick by SHERBETA. Going a bit safer this round with some healer as well. So Monkey G is gonna go for Mouse Raccoon because why not? Why not? SHERBETA has to early pick Leo to counter the Mouse Raccoon combo. But is that a good idea? Because Monkey will have 2 good anti-Leo last pick here. And let that Leo stay because his Shizuka Raccoon not that bad against Leo still. And the last pick come out from changing his mind, seeing that last 2 pick coming. The last 2 pick will be more Changpeng, a very classic draft here from SHERBETA, playing the control team by the book here with a strip into a pushback. And the Ragdoll getting picked up by Monkey G because Ragdoll is amazing right here with all these units that can potentially crit on Monkey G team. And Riley getting picked up as well for just some epic generic healer action. SHERBETA last pick here, he might have to ban the Ragdoll because his team will have a lot of critter. And the last pick from SHERBETA will be the Nephthys for some more amazing follow-up damage. And is he locking that in, or is he going to lock in a Cigar instead for some full control on that Shizuka? It is going to be the Nephthys last pick from SHERBETA. He might have to ban the Ragdoll here and pray that everything that he has laid out land on the enemy team. Because we all know one thing is that Riley Raccoon can be a real pain in the match if you don't land your pushback reset. Oh, he's going to let that Ragdoll stay. No more Changpeng for SHERBETA. So will he land his stuff, or with a Ragdoll passive and Raccoon kicked in and messed up the entire plan? Here we go, guys. First turn coming out from the segment, praying to land that reset on a Shizuka. And she will miss the strip reset, as we all expect. We all know and love our segment. Big AoE from the Mura, but that will not strip the Shizuka as well. Big stun coming out from the Mouse. Strip the Praha, get the Violent proc. Look at that segment. Can you learn a thing from that? And things are looking really bad for SHERBETA because right now the entirety of MONKEYGOD is protected with immunity. So segment is no better than a mushroom at this point. And the Praha is going to go down to the big damage of the Mouse and the not going to go down just yet. But soon she will go down to the damage of the Mouse, Raccoon, and Ragdoll. And there's nothing that SHERBETA can do about it. Monkey G will go for the finishing move. Not going to be greedy in this position. Going to take down the Praha here, and Shizuka will get a turn to reduce the cooldown of the Raccoon. Finally, Monkey G team is out of immunity for a little while. But can SHERBETA utilize this opportunity to do some damage? Remember, Nephthys is really strong only if you have some sort of follow-up to utilize the defense break and the setup that she does. If you don't, then it will go away very, very quickly. And this more is soon going to go down to the damage of the Mouse and the Ragdoll, just like the Praha. Here comes more damage coming out from the segment. Can she utilize this position? She'll do a crazy amount of debuff on the enemy, but where is the damage this time? Raccoon taking a turn here, provides some smoke cleansing, and GG, Monkey G will take the game 3.